What is up, guys? They've done it again. They have done it again. Sorry for the ear attack, but South Park, my boy, they've done it again. Just, yeah, baby, yeah. No, but on a real note, we got to talk about this new episode, my man. Because, wow. From Christy Noem being this freakazoid, Frankenstein-esque looking woman, all the way to J.D. Vance being this tubby little man that's done nothing but play kiss up and turn on all of his older beliefs, all the way to the button dick himself. They are tackling this season strong, man. And look, we can disagree on a lot of stuff, all right? But one thing we can't disagree on is that South Park does not miss. All right? They just don't. They simply don't. So, first off, they paid some homage to some of the oldest, stupidest, and just downright dirtiest of the conservative right-wing political commentators. Now, one that actually used to have me convinced that I used to watch, Steven Crowder himself, bro. They even bring in the Steven Crowder himself. Now, they don't over here, show what he's most famous for, which is, dressing up like a woman and playing dress up and then being mad about transgenders, saying that they're ruining society, even though he so desperately wishes that he could dress up like that in his free time and not be judged for it. Now, hey, don't shoot the messenger, man. I'm just calling you out for what you've done for many years on many opportunities. It's not my fault you do it or have done it. But that all the way to their bigoted rhetoric that they try to get across, and then hide behind the Bible as though that instantly makes them a good person. Look, I'm not very religious. Never really have been. And honestly, I'll be so honest. I know I sound stupid. I really dislike super religious people that try to push it onto other people. And this season of South Park is tackling just how bad it's getting in society, where it's in schools. They're pushing religion in schools again, as though literally in the Constitution it does not say the separation of church and state. But if this was like the Quran or something, it'd be a problem. If we were telling all these little girls to wear hijabs, it'd be a problem. But as long as it's Jesus Christ, it's all good, baby. It's all good. Now, another one that they tackled was the big buffoon himself, Mr. Charlie Kirk. Now, I was surprised that they didn't just allow for Cartman to play him, and they shrunk his face a little bit. I really thought that that's where they were going to leave it off at, and eventually leave it off at and shrink Cartman's face, but they didn't. They actually gave him an award ceremony that's named after Charlie Kirk himself, which, I guess. They didn't really bash him or Steven Crowder as much as I thought that they would, which is fine. They still did a pretty damn good job. I enjoyed it, at least. What they did really tackle on... Sorry, guys. My piercing causes my mustache to tickle my nose a little bit. But what they did attack on is the police. Thank God. I know, surprise, liberal guy, if you could call me that, doesn't like the police. Yeah, man. The trigger-happy police that have to kill every dog that they see, whether it's aggressive or not aggressive. These these snowflake ass cops we have these days see a little chihuahua and they fucking think that it's gonna kill them, so they have to lay it out with a 9 with fucking 18 rounds to the chest. They tackled that spot on. And honestly, you know what else they tackled spot on with that? The fact that cops can't hit worth a dick of those shots, man. Kristi Noem was letting that thing go. Was she hitting every shot? Absolutely not. But it was pretty fucking accurate. Like what I did there. She's not accurate, but it was accurate at the depiction of what our police are today. And then on top of that, they're over here taking literally anybody that they can get, from the fucking counselor who's bone skinny with a big ass head, all the way to a lady that looks like she was probably 300-400 pounds. That's pretty fucking accurate too. They let anybody be cops these days. As long as you're, as long as you got power hungry eyes on you and you look like you want to tell someone what to do and beat them and really give it to them, you know what I mean? They'll let you be a cop. They'll hand you a gun, tell you to go be in charge of some people, arrest a bunch of minorities that ain't doing nothing but being people. And I think the most poetic justice moment was whenever they literally tell Kristi Noem and the fucking rest of the ICE agents that there's a bunch of brown people up in heaven, and they instantly go and raid heaven. The sacred Jesus people that love Jesus, but they hate their fellow man. What happened to love thy neighbor, my guy? I know that it's a TV show, but let's be real. If they really could, they'd segregate heaven. If it was up to these people, they'd segregate it. They'd send the ICE agents up there just to get rid of them. What did they say? What did she say in the show? If it's brown, it goes down. I guess you could also kind of like say that like about her. I was going to say something really inappropriate. I'm not going to say it. But yeah, she was over here saying if it's brown, it goes down. And I think that it's very ironic that this bitch is talking about things going down whenever every 5 minutes her face is fucking drooping down because of how much Botox is in it and how much work she's had done. But overall, I think the episode was phenomenal. They literally had like a little Easter egg to Diddy parties, which was also phenomenal, paying a little bit of homage to our beloved president's past with all of his parties that he used to have with the miners and the baby oil and all that jazz. That all of these rich fucking invincible people, I'd say invincible because clearly they don't ever get punished for it, seem to be rewriting history as though they never did anything wrong, even though there's mountains and mountains of evidence of it. But if you're rich enough, just pay someone and they'll wash your name from it and say it was a hoax, it was a lie the whole time. We've all been fooled. Like the Bearstein Bears and the Bearstain Bears, the Mandela effect has taken us awry. The Epstein files were never real. Trump's name was never in them. I honestly cannot wait for their episode that covers that, to be honest with you. They're kind of killing it so far. I feel like I've never actually watched a South Park season come out as it goes and see the real world comparison to it in real time. But I think that they're really, really doing well with this one, and I think that it's going to make a lot of people mad. But yeah, man, that's really my thoughts on it. You guys should go check it out. It's not as good as the first one for sure, but it is still really good. But yeah, make sure you guys leave me a like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys thought of the episode. Go check me out over on Twitch at twitch.tv/cheesy burrito. We're going to be streaming again with some Silent Hill 2. And more than likely some new zombies, because the Call of Duty season came out today. Just to get our toes in the water a little bit. But yeah, you guys come check me out. Catch me here tomorrow, where I'll be posting another video, maybe even 2. Who knows? Peace. See y'all tomorrow.